Laughter in the Savannah. In the golden savanna of Kachimba, where the grass whispered secrets and the acacia trees stood like old sages, there lived a hyena named Hondo. Unlike the others in his pack, Hondo had a reputation, not for cunning or strength, but for laughter. He laughed too much. He laughed in the morning, at noon, and even in his sleep. Other animals thought he was odd. "He's always laughing at nothing," muttered the lion. "Must be hiding something," whispered the jackal. But the truth was simple. Hondo found joy in the smallest things, a lizard doing push-ups, a bird that sang off-key, or a termite mound shaped like a grumpy old man. One dry season, a drought swept across Kachimba. Waterholes vanished, and prey became scarce. The animals grew anxious, and tension crackled like dry leaves. A council was called at the big rock, and all the animals came, grumbling, hungry, and worried. "We must find a new water source," said the elephant. "But where?" asked the zebra. "We've searched every inch." As debates turned to bickering, Hondo, who had been quietly snacking on a fig, burst into laughter. Everyone stared at him. "Do you ever take anything seriously?" the buffalo huffed. Wiping a tear from his eye, Hondo said, "Actually, I was just thinking. We've all looked in the obvious places. But maybe what we need isn't just water, it's a different way of looking." The owl tilted his head. "Go on." "Well," Hondo said, "there's an old legend about a hidden spring at the base of Whispering Hill. But it's said only those who don't take themselves too seriously can find it." "Sounds like nonsense," growled the lion. "Maybe," Hondo said with a grin. "But what have we got to lose?" Curious, and out of options, a small group followed Hondo to Whispering Hill. Along the way, Hondo kept their spirits up with silly jokes, funny songs, and stories so ridiculous they couldn't help but laugh. By the time they reached the hill, something strange happened. The wind carried their laughter, and the dry grass seemed to sway with new energy. Then, as if the earth had heard their joy, a patch of ground trembled slightly. Beneath an ancient tree, the earth cracked open, revealing a fresh, bubbling spring. The animals were stunned. "It's real," the zebra gasped. From that day on, the spring became known as Hyena's gift, and Hondo's laughter was no longer mocked, it was celebrated. Animals from all across the land learned that sometimes, in the darkest of times, joy and lightness can lead the way. And Hondo? He just kept laughing. Like, share, follow and comment.